Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to upgrade or just reinstall WordPress via FTP. Yesterday we talked about how to access your WordPress website via FTP, so this is a good corollary. So as an example here, I've got the site that I talked about yesterday, functions.php.com, and I was messing with it, and then I tried to load the site up, and this happened. It looks like I accidentally deleted some WordPress core files. Now, as it happens, I was also running an old version of WordPress, and I need to upgrade. So this is kind of a 2-for-1 special, if you will. I'm going to upgrade WordPress, and I'm also going to fix this problem, both via FTP. Because if I try to go to wp-admin, I can't get in. It still doesn't work. So I have to use FTP. So here's what we need to do. Well, first of all, a couple other reasons you might need to do this. If you got hacked, you want to make sure all your core files are clean. So you want to upload via FTP to ensure that all of your core WordPress files are exactly as they're supposed to be. Now that's not the only thing you need to do if you get hacked, but it's one of the things you need to do. Another reason, like I mentioned, maybe you started tinkering with some WordPress core files, even though you know you shouldn't, and you broke one. You need to re-upload to or reinstall to get that fixed. Or another scenario would be that you uploaded a plugin that maybe you shouldn't have and it modified one of your core files, so you need fresh core files. At the end of the day, it's all about needing fresh core files, especially when you can't get into your dashboard. Now, before you do this, before you do anything really serious with WordPress, you need to back up your site first. I have a backup service at codegarage.com, so if you don't have anything in place and you're interested, go check that out. So the first thing we need to do to reinstall WordPress or to upgrade WordPress via FTP is we need to download the WordPress files. To do that, we can go to wordpress.org and then go to the download page. Easy enough. Download the latest version. Once we've got that downloaded, there it goes, we need to unzip it. It comes as a zip file. It's compressed, and so we need to unzip it to get all the files out, and so that we can upload them. Now my downloads folder is really easy to get to here. Here it is. Yours might not be so easy to get to, so make sure you know where your downloads are going. Now I'm looking for a file called wordpress-3.2.1.zip. It's going to be way at the bottom here. Here it is right here. Let me get rid of this. So, oh, I lost it again. So, in order to extract this I'm on a Mac, I'm on OS X right now, OS 10 right now, but for Windows it works basically the same way. You just need to double click it. You're probably going to get a window saying what's going on. And now, as you can see, I have a WordPress folder. And inside this WordPress folder is all of the files that make up a WordPress install. So we've got it extracted. Now we need to upload it. Now I happen to have FileZilla open already. Let me shrink this window a bit. I've got FileZilla open already, and I'm already connected to my server. If you don't know how to do that, check out my screencast from yesterday about how to access your WordPress site via FTP. So we need to take all of these files here, and upload them to the site. But there are a couple things we want to make sure we don't upload. The first is wp-config.php. This actually isn't usually a problem if you're using a download you just got from WordPress, because those don't actually come with a wp-config file. They just come with a sample file. So I'm not going to worry about that one because I just got this download from WordPress. What I am going to worry about is the WP content folder. The WP content folder holds all of your themes, your plugins, and your uploads. You don't want to overwrite that with the default that comes from WordPress, which is basically empty. It's got 2011 and 2010 themes and Akismet and Hello Dolly plugins. You don't want to lose all of your plugins, all of your uploads, and all of your themes when you upgrade WordPress like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select everything in here, but I'm going to make sure to deselect WP content. To do that, I'm on a Mac. I hold down the Command key. I think that's the same on Windows. So that deselects that. Again, if there was a wp-config.php file, I would do the same, but there isn't one. Alright, now I'm going to click and drag all of these, again minus the WP content folder, into the right side of my FileZilla application. Now almost right away we're going to get this prompt. What this is telling us that the file that we're trying to upload, which is right here, index.php, already exists on the server. So it's asking us what we want to do about this. Well, what we want to do is overwrite it because we want all new files on the server. So when you get this screen, it's another good time to check that you haven't included your WP content folder or your WP config file because you don't want to overwrite those. If you're sure that's the case, and ideally if you've backed up as well, you can go ahead and make sure overwrite is checked. Click always use this action and click OK. And that is going to upload. Now it's going to take a little while because there are a lot of WordPress core files and each one needs to be uploaded individually. So we'll pause this and come back when it's done. Alright, so that was a quick break. Actually it was a long break. I went and ate lunch. But all those files have uploaded. Our transfer queue is empty. I didn't run into any errors. So hopefully everything worked right. In order to test this, let's go back to our web browser and reload the page and see if it's fixed. Actually, let's go back before we go there. We'll go back to the home page. Okay, so it's fixed. So uploading via FTP fixed our problem. Now, if you recall, we were actually trying to fix, we were doing two things at once. We were fixing our problem with missing or corrupt core files, but we were also upgrading to the latest version of WordPress. So it appears that it worked, but for the upgrade to work, we actually need one more step. And that is to go to WP admin. And here, if the upgrade worked, we're going to get a page that looks like this. It says database update is required and gives us the option to update the WordPress database. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we've clicked the button. It's going to take a little while, so if it appears that nothing's happening, don't worry about it. Update is complete. We'll hit continue. And we're back at the login page. So, to recap, we had a broken site that was also out of date. We fixed it by using FTP to re-upload the entirety of the WordPress install, and not just re-upload it, but upload a newer version of it. So in doing so, we fixed our problem, we upgraded WordPress, and we're good to go. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know here in the comments, or you can get in touch with me at peter@codegarage.com. Thanks.